We're talking about kings, queens, maybe an emperor, and a host of princes and princesses. They'll be dressed in their crowns and tiaras adorned with jewels, with the medals and orders. In full-length gowns and tailcoats, it'll be a white-tie event with full court dress. If Meghan and Harry attend the coronation, if they try any publicity stunts, they'll just look pitiable and sad, and forever receive the scorn of the other royal families, if not already. Meghan and Harry have never attended such a formal event in their lives, not especially with other reigning kings, queens, emperors and princes. The funeral for the late Queen was for mourning and not comparable. They were never invited to that reception before the funeral. The press notice said quite clearly that only the working royals would be there. All that guff about the Harkles attending and being dis or uninvited was them manifesting. Last year, Harry and Meghan were snubbed by the Dutch royals during their trip to the Netherlands for 4 days for the Invictus Games. It will also provide a reality check for the Montecito locals that they really cannot compete. They honestly look like fools. They need to eat humble pie. Harry's been slammed for wanting to use footage from his father's coronation for a brand new Netflix show, according to reports. Royal author Alison Pearson claimed that she planned on exploiting the religious ceremony for the sake of new content. Writing for the New Zealand Herald, Miss Pearson wrote, "We're told Justin Welby may be authorised to offer sweeteners. A prominent position in the Abbey at the Queen's funeral, Meghan and Harry were relegated to the cheap seats in the second row. Some of us wouldn't have let them in at all. An informal assurance that Harry can keep his titles as an inducement to attend." She continued, "And what then? What if the petulant pair from Montecito are persuaded by the Archbishop to park their commercialised contempt for the royal family for a day? What if they do deign to turn up to witness the most solemn religious ceremony whereby our sovereign is publicly anointed under a transparent canopy?" Another expert has claimed Prince Harry and Meghan Markle could be gearing up for a huge coup if they're invited to the coronation of King Charles. Their destructive campaign could mean that the pair steal the spotlight on the big day later this May. It comes as policy expert Niall Gardner claimed that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex had been unusually quiet over the past few days, as the pair fear they may be passed on for a coronation invite. Expert Gardner took to Twitter as he explained that the attendance of the Sussex duo would plant them at the centre of attention. He wrote that Harry and Meghan have been unusually quiet over recent days, suggesting that they may fear not being invited to the coronation. Expert Gardner added, "Attending the coronation would be a huge coup for them, after their destructive campaign, and they'd seek to be the centre of attention at the event." Prince Harry's appearance at the event would mark his first ever royal engagement following the publication of his bombshell autobiography, Spare. The Duke had previously teased unforgivable content that had been cut from his memoir before publication. He added that the first draft had turned 800 pages, but featured a bulk of content that brother Prince William and father King Charles wouldn't forgive if brought into the public eye.